We always love doing the unexpected with Scott Lang. Ant-Man is arguably the character that is the most underestimated. Ant-Man became the key to saving the universe in Avengers Endgame. So carrying that tradition, we thought, well, let's use this film to kick off Phase 5.
It's been almost a decade now that I've been playing this part. I've loved it, and I feel protective of Scott Lang and Ant-Man. It's really nice coming back. I still kind of can't believe that I'm sitting there and it's like, wow, there's Michelle Pfeiffer and there's Michael Douglas.
I just saved $8.
God, I admire you. It's really nice not to get used to working with legends.
You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Where are we? It's a secret universe beneath ours. Janet has been very quiet about her time in the quantum realm. Maybe would have made different choices. There's someone I never told you about.
This place isn't what you think.
Kang the Conqueror is terrifying, and if there ever was a maniac loose in the quantum realm, it's him.
Playing Kang the Conqueror is such a gift. Your reality, everything you're holding on to, I know how it ends. This is the beginning, and he cannot be contained.
Something like this, which is so transportive and visually striking, people should really see it in a movie theater.
You want it to be as big and as visceral and consuming as possible.
Audiences are gonna watch this and go, I can't believe this is happening. It's going to be bonkers.
It's like we're camping,
We've never been camping.
but we've always talked about it.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Marvel dropped the new Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer video with all the characters talking about what's happening during the movie. A bunch of big Easter eggs. Obviously, this is meant to set up a bunch of stuff. It's the beginning of Marvel Phase 5 and Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're also doing a giveaway for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania tickets because it's coming out so soon. I'll name a new giveaway winner at the end of this too. One of the biggest things during this is Kevin Feige explaining why they took such a left turn with the Ant-Man franchise for this film. In the way that Paul Rudd talked about it, he actually used a lot of Thor Ragnarok references. In the way that Thor Ragnarok was like a dramatic left turn for the Thor franchise after Thor the Dark World was like such a serious, dark movie. He and Kevin Feige are basically saying they wanted to essentially do the exact same thing with Ant-Man, but in the opposite direction. Like normally you think of Ant-Man movies typically as comedies first with some action in them. But because this was the third film in the franchise, they wanted to take a dramatic turn with it and make it way more hardcore than people were expecting. Which is why it seems like they're rolling so hard on Ant-Man in this. Like, even though I think that he'll wind up surviving the end of the movie, they really, really want you to think that Kang is going to kill him during the film, or he's going to sacrifice himself to stop Kang. But I don't think he's going to kill him, and I don't think that Ant-Man is going to be successful in stopping Kang from escaping the quantum realm. Like, literally, the word dynasty is across all these last couple of trailers. They really want you to think that this is going to be the version of Kang the Conqueror, the variant of Kang the Conqueror, that will be the one the Avengers face during Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty. There's also a lot of unreleased footage where they have even more references to Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty. And a lot of the actors, not just Paul Rudd, not just Kevin Feige, have said that they really wanted to kick things into high gear during Marvel Phase 5. Even though there's this malaise during Marvel Phase 4, a lot of them trying out new things, they really wanted Marvel Phase 5 to be them actually pushing the overarching plot forward. Like, here's where things really get started, and because things were rolling so hard in Ant-Man, they were taking such a dramatic turn with things, surprising people in such a big way, that's why they chose to make it the first Marvel Phase 5 movie. Also because the whole idea that Kang the Conqueror was going to be the main villain just lined things up so that they could set up Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty and Marvel Phase 6. It would have been a dramatically different movie if Kang had not been in this and they had just made MODOK the ruler down here in the quantum realm. One of the interesting Easter eggs too, like we talk about all the Kang variants that we're going to see during Marvel Phase 5, we'll see a bunch of them during Loki Season 2, like a bunch of the other versions of Kang, but done as different variants, is the way they're explaining Kang getting the Conqueror name during this movie. Now, He Who Remains in the Loki finale used the term Conqueror, so like they already tease Kang the Conqueror.
Some of us, new worlds meant only one thing, new lands to be conquered.
But in all Marvel movies, they try to explain how villains or heroes get the actual name, like somebody at some point gives them the name or they come up with it themselves. All the different variants' real names are Nathaniel Richards, like they were born Nathaniel Richards and then became different variants of the character, calling themselves different things. Why did this one start calling himself Kang, and why did they start calling him Kang the Conqueror? And it turns out the way they're explaining his name during this movie is that when he was stranded in the quantum realm, like he was a traveler of the multiverse and got stranded and then was trying to get Janet Van Dyne's help in escaping so that he could continue winning the Kang multiverse war. When she stranded him in the quantum realm the second time by disabling his time ship, he went on to conquer the quantum realm. He is the conqueror of the quantum realm, and that's why they call him Kang the Conqueror. He didn't get the Conqueror name until he crashed in the quantum realm. But one of my early theories, too, because they're setting him up to be such a big overarching villain in Marvel Phase 5 and Marvel Phase 6, is that this will be the variant of Kang who actually started the Kang Multiverse War. Because when He Who Remains was talking about his backstory and how the Kang Multiverse War basically led to this all-out war destroying all timelines everywhere until he was able to stop it with Alioth, he never actually said which Kang was the one that actually started the war. Like at some point, one of them had to conquer one of the other timelines, and then it started all-out war. And I think what they're trying to explain in this movie is that the person that started it all was this variant of Kang. And I love the way Michelle Pfeiffer jokes about what she was up to while she was stuck in the quantum realm for 20, 30 plus years. Like it would have been helpful if she had told everyone else about what had happened with Kang the Conqueror. Because it seems like a lot of them are finding out for the first time when they get sucked into the quantum realm by Kang himself. And the whole thing with this dark past of hers that they're teasing is just her inadvertently helping him continue his quest to win the Kang Multiverse War and ultimately, theoretically, destroy all of reality. It seems like what happened between the two of them in the past, like this untold story that you slowly find out through the course of the film, is that she landed there, they're both scientists, they tried to find a way to escape, like Kang gave her the same deal that he offers to Ant-Man, I can help you get more time with your family, get time back. But at the time Kang found her and he was stranded trying to find a way out, he lied to her about what he was truly trying to do, what his true intentions were. And while she was busy trying to help him find a way getting out of the quantum realm, she learned his secret and then disabled his time ship. A lot of people also asking about this device too. Like they posted a new picture. This almost seems like a flashback of Kang because he's not wearing his suit, like he's just wearing a normal tunic here. It still looks like the trademark green and purple though. This is the engine for his time ship that allows him to cross between realities, between timelines. They haven't fully explained what exactly powers it, what it was that Janet Van Dyne stole, like the power source, and where she hid it. A lot of people asking about the Forever Crystal because that was a big part of the Avengers Forever storyline. It was like a big MacGuffin, and they are basing some of what happens in Marvel Phase 5, Marvel Phase 6, and the Kang Dynasty on the Avengers Forever storyline. I might do a separate video about that at some point because it is a really interesting story. But they did explain the place where Kang brings Ant-Man to look for the device that Janet Van Dyne hid is a quantum nexus, so to speak. Like this place is the quantum nexus. And part of the idea with some of these other characters that you've seen, like you probably see a couple of familiar actors here, is that there is a resistance to Kang building in the quantum realm. Like he conquered the quantum realm, meaning that he killed a whole bunch of people. And all these people are meant to be like the grassroots inhabitants of the quantum realm who lived here before he came along that are trying to get rid of him. And they wind up working with Ant-Man and the others to try and stop Kang. But the whole idea is that he's trying to escape and take the army that he built with him. The funny thing too, and I think that they've explained this in some of the earlier trailers, is that the army that you see, like his dynasty as they tease it, he actually didn't create that until Janet Van Dyne stranded him and he was stuck there. Time moves a little bit differently in the quantum realm, so it might have actually been longer. But part of the idea is that when Janet Van Dyne was still trying to help him before she learned his secret and she was able to escape, he didn't have this giant army, like it was just him in his time ship. Really cool hearing Jonathan Majors talk about the character too. I love the hype around the character. You should have seen them at the last couple of conventions that they took him to. He's going to be like the new version of the Thanos was right meme. Kang was right. One of the biggest things they haven't revealed yet is why he started the Kang Multiverse War. Like, why even begin it in the first place? Because the way that He Who Remains talked about their collective backstory, like all the Kang variants, is that they were mostly scientists trying to help each other enhance each other's universes, each other's timelines. The group of Kangs he talked about coming together was a teaser for the Council of Kangs, and the way that he talked about it, at least at first, made it sound like it was actually a good thing. Like, for a time, there was peace in the multiverse, and we all worked for the betterment of our realities. But as he goes on, he says eventually other Kangs came along that only saw other realities to conquer, quote-unquote. and that's when he's talking about this Kang the Conqueror variant. There have been a lot of rumors about another variant of Kang being a version of the Beyonder and being even more powerful, like the Beyonder was in the comics, than Kang the Conqueror and being the true villain of Avengers Secret Wars. That's part of the early theory that the new Avengers will not be strong enough to stop Kang the Conqueror, like nobody can stop Kang except for another Kang. And when we get to the end of Avengers 5 Kang Dynasty, the Avengers will lose, but another Kang variant will come along, kill this Kang the Conqueror, and then collapse the multiverse into the one reality, like the Battle World reality, for a comic book version of Secret Wars, where Doctor Strange looks amongst the surviving people from other realities to assemble a multiverse Avengers, and they use that as sort of like a big send-off for all the Fox Marvel actors, all the Fox Fantastic Four people, the people who they're going to recast in new MCU movies. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man are supposed to come back for that too. Like Secret Wars will be everyone else's movie, all these legacy actors, and then when we go forward into Marvel Phase 7, then they'll start recasting some of the X-Men characters. I think that's why they're waiting particularly to recast a new version of Wolverine. There's also some rumors that there's some contractual reasons why Kevin Feige has to wait till like 2025, 2026 to recast some of those roles. So it just made sense practically for him to bring a lot of those actors back for one big send-off movie, and that's going to be Secret Wars. I know there's still a bunch of questions about what's happening with Kang and the other variants during Loki Season 2, because those episodes will also be coming later this year, but the next big Marvel series is going to be Secret Invasion. We'll probably see a teaser or a trailer for that at the Super Bowl and a couple other big Marvel trailers in addition to other people's trailers. So of course I'll do videos for all that stuff. Just leave all your requests in the comments below. Congratulations, CJ Handley. You're the giveaway winner from my last big Marvel video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Everyone click here for my full Last of Us episode videos, and click here for my new Flash trailer and a first look at that evil version of the Flash. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.